What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the On the God. No, I'm about to fuck it up right now. Welcome back to the On God Pod. Oh God!
Oh God!
I'm your boy Jaffar.
I'm your boy Bashir.
And this is Ahmad, and welcome to the On God Pod.
Say, yell on God.
Hey.
You have to say on God.
Huh?
On God.
When we keep it on God.
Because it rhymes.
Nigga, we're trying to. You didn't watch the last episode because we just said we're trying to figure out if we make an intro where we yell on God.
On God.
On God.
On God.
There you go. We're trying to say
See,
on God.
you the loudest one. Me and Bashir was cool.
I said yell. Y'all niggas over here being soft. Niggas all gently.
We were cool.
What's going on, guys?
You know what's going on? Everything.
Just a long ass pause. Dramatic thing. Oh, that's good. Everything's going on. Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah.
There's nothing wrong with the dramatic pauses. You know, Pam be getting on me on that all the time because she asks me a question and I sit there and like think about it instead of just answering real quickly. And she be like, "What's taking you so long?" And I'm like, "Damn, I'm thinking about it." I'm trying to take my time with stuff now.
Your real
especially,
answer. Give you a real answer.
Exactly, especially speaking with women because
no, I was gonna tell you. Let me.
They'll take it. They'll take everything out of context.
Yeah.
Not every woman, but whoever you're dealing with in a relationship, they will take it out of context. So you got to sit there and contemplate, analyze the question.
Yeah.
No, so I'm saying
because you're married, you know.
When you talk on a podcast, though, it's different though from talking to somebody. So I think it works a little differently.
Not really,
yeah.
Because in the pauses, my bad. In the pauses, you could put a bubble, bloop, bloop, bloop. Edit a bubble, and be like, "What is this nigga thinking?"
No, you just have extra work. I don't know how to do all that shit.
Oh, you do know how to do it.
I don't. Maybe I do know how to do it, nigga. If that was something I knew how to do, I would have been doing shit like that. But I don't know how to do it, man.
You lying.
It's a process. It's just not like this.
Everything is a process. Everything that started off, niggas had to realize. Niggas had to be like, "How are we gonna do this? How are we gonna do that?" Just like this podcast. You never fucking made a podcast before.
Yeah.
But we sitting here podcasting, right?
Yeah, alhamdulillah. No, that's what I'm saying. You're like, hey, just do this. Like, so you have the most African mentality ever. You tell somebody, hey, just do something, and they're like, hey, bro, I don't know how to do that. You're like, nigga, what you talking about? You know how to do it? Like, I don't know how to do it. I'm being honest. If I knew how to do it, I'd be like, yeah, I do it. You have a very African ass tendency.
It's not an African mentality.
Tendency.
It's not even an African tendency. It's just a struggle. Anybody that struggled knows.
You know what you're talking about.
You got to do shit yourself, right?
No, definitely.
Yeah, but so far it's going good.
Yeah, alhamdulillah, man. We're doing a good job. We're trying.
Yeah.
We're making shit happen. We're getting things better. The editing, again, it's all done by a nigga, but we're trying to make sure it's done clean and
Can I say something?
It's only gonna get better. I'm trying. Yeah. I'm working. I'm learning. I'm trying to.
That's the goal. Each episode it improves.
Hell yeah. Can I say something?
I got a better mic stand too. My shit leaning on me. Hey. I wish people were watching because they just flame me in the comments. Like, this nigga need a better mic stand.
Hey. I want to say something. I want to say something about Bashir.
Yeah.
In the next episode, you got to let your hair down.
All right, got you.
Everybody in the comments, if you want Bashir to let his hair down, let your hair down. Put the hair emojis. Because you got some long ass hair, nigga.
What song was that? Let Your Hair Down?
Sir. Yeah, Let Your Hair Down. Sir, that's the perfect song. Hey, that's what I'm talking about. Sir. You know what? Yo.
Nah,
come on, Bashir, you need to let your hair down. If I was you, nigga, I would be letting my hair down, nigga.
I got you. Next episode's going to be
Bashir got long ass hair. It's been like,
you had long ass hair too.
Yeah.
I tired of
you. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
How many years though?
Over 2.
Over 2. Damn, your hair grows fast as shit.
Yeah.
Your shit look like it's been like 7 years, my nigga. Look like it's been like 12 years. You just been listening to Metallica in your room.
I think that's what caused it to
grow longer. The
faster.
Heavy metal.
The metal definitely helped.
I really feel like I was watching what's it called? $1 Million Worth of Game. I keep thinking about weed. Them niggas be smoking weed on there, so we should be good.
Gilly the Kid?
But yeah.
Hell yeah, there's nothing wrong with smoking marijuana.
Hold on. You know what? Let's get to something though. I'm about to bringing up something, and I just looked at him and it reminded me.
What?
You look like an African sprinter right now.
Oh yeah.
You're telling us about some African nigga from Kenya. Not just an African nigga, a nigga from Kenya.
Okay,
ruining our names. Our East African names.
Yeah.
He's ruining our East African name, nigga.
How do you feel about that?
Tell him the story, bro.
Omanyala. His name is Omanyala. And basically, he's one of the fastest niggas in Africa.
Yeah.
Kenyan dude. But he ran the 100 meters.
What's the race that he...
Oh, shit.
Yo, I have no idea. Right here.
You can edit that.
We leaving that one in. This thing almost killed me, man. That's how bad he is about Omanyala.
Oh, yeah.
That's how bad about it is about Omanyala. Ruining our African names out here, bro.
It's not even ruining the African names. Okay.
East Africa, bro.
What's the race that he does normally?
No, he does the 100 meters.
He does 100.
Yeah, in Africa.
Oh, okay.
He's like the fastest nigga in Africa. He's like the fastest dude in Africa.
Okay.
But
Faded.
When you're competing against Americans and Jamaicans, come on, bro.
True, yeah.
In America,
Yeah, American Jamaicans.
Well, at Kenyans, basically Kenyans were never like
don't do
sprinters.
that to our people.
Yeah, we're like long distance runners, marathon runners. So we're good in that, but never no sprinters.
Don't ever be like, oh, when you were.
We're never sprinters.
Yeah, sprinters are built different.
Yeah, they're built different, and he was too buff.
Yeah,
and he was too buff, and he was last. I think he was last place. Yeah. So I wasn't mad at him. I was just mad at, damn, man. What Kenyan nigga, like, come on, man. you know, but we the skinny ass niggas running for a long ass time.
Now there's times
you got
we've
this buff ass
lost,
nigga running a fucking 100 meters, man.
There's times we've lost like the regular normal.
Yeah, to Ethiopia or Eritreans.
Well, even in general, niggas have lost. I don't know who it was too, but we've lost. I'm just saying though. We do our thing when it comes to marathon. Me and you don't look like we can run a marathon. I'm faded. I'm cool.
I can't run a marathon. I'm not even gonna bullshit.
The Africa or the Kenyan sprinters or the marathon runners, they're all sponsored by the country, right? That they back up the training.
Yeah.
I saw like some videos.
So Kenya, I think Kenya, when they took this turn to make him like the sprinter, I don't know. It was just weird.
Yeah. I saw this video of these niggas in Kenya. They running up Mount Kilimanjaro. You know, high altitude training. And they like long, like sprinting like up the mountain.
Because your lungs,
going crazy,
bro. It's less air.
No, that's why they go crazy when they come down here because they already know.
Yeah, it's easy.
Yeah, they're running practice. Up. They're running up the high altitude training shit, and then they come down here.
It's practice.
And they have to run for like what, 2 hours, 3 hours.
It's practice.
Niggas ain't tripping off of that. They're doing that easy.
And it's sponsored by Nike. I know they were in the campaign.
They do.
Yeah, they have the Kenyans marathon
shout out to Nike, bro.
So Kenyans, shout out to my Kenyan niggas. We marathon runners, and man. Nike, we long distance runners. We're not sprinters.
Check for sure.
Cause I felt disrespected when I seen him, man.
Yeah,
I knew he was gonna lose. I knew he was gonna lose, man.
It is what it is, man. Sometimes we
I was like,
yeah.
And I'm sitting here like, I'm rooting for you, bro, but I already know who's gonna win.
Hey, listen. Another tragedy in the East African running, or East
Somalia.
Our auntie, our Javier, the Hoyo, was out there trying to run. I don't even know how long was it. Was it 10 meters? That shit was short as shit.
That was pretty quick. Yeah, it was a quick sprint.
That was a sprint.
Well, do they have? I don't even know what they call it. Honestly, is it like
something meter? I don't know meter dash.
I thought it was like 10. It was like it looked like for that far.
I don't know the exact.
I don't know if
meter.
that's 10 meters. I'm faded.
Nah, it probably was 100 meters or 200.
It definitely was 100 meters.
Huh?
That looked a little smaller. Maybe
it was 100 meters.
It was 100. Yeah, it was probably 100 meters.
I'm faded. I'm not sure. As you can tell, LUSD.
But the way she was running, it didn't look like it.
Nah, like she ran
compared to the other runners,
it was two different races.
It was two different races.
She fooled me.
The time lapse, like damn, she was lagging.
She looked like her only goal was just like, let me at least cross the finish line. That's it. Fuck it.
Respect to that.
I read through the whole thing.
Respect to that. At least she finished.
Yeah.
It would have been bad if she like quit halfway.
I'm sorry, Bush, but you have to.
It looked like she was gonna.
Hold on.
And then she skipped at the finish line, like
she ran on.
Hold on. Bashir said this is an East African problem right now. She can't disrespect. She disrespected us like that, bro. Don't ruin our names with this shit.
I'm just being optimistic.
There's a nigga in Somalia right now. There's a hijabi in Somalia right now that could probably run faster than this lady that could have gone crazy, bro. And they gave it to her, bro.
Oh yeah, nepotism.
Privilege.
It was nepotism.
No, it was definitely some nepotism.
Yeah.
Let her represent Somalia in another way. I don't know how. But go do something else. Don't represent Somalia.
You're gonna preach that shit to African
ruining
people.
our East African running.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You're fucking shit up.
Our legacy.
Yeah,
Our legacy.
We hold a title.
Marathon
We need
runners.
to keep that.
Hopefully, the backlash makes them change their mind and actually put a proper.
I don't think it's. I think they're just gonna be like. I think they're just gonna keep pushing it.
Keep pushing.
Yeah.
They don't give a fuck.
Right until the wheels fall off.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah. You know what's so crazy? I want to talk about too. How India just landed on the moon out of nowhere.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
They landed a rover.
You didn't know that?
They landed a rover or people?
Nah, not people.
A rover.
Like a rover. Like they have actual footage
Oh shit.
of them landing on the moon. Yeah, it's like so. India became the 4th country in the world to land.
That's dope.
What was it? U.S., Russia,
US,
China?
Russia, yeah, and China, yeah.
And India.
Go off India. Well, India don't matter. Come on, bro.
Bro,
And the footage was
population's
crazy. You seen it?
Them
Well,
niggas.
I didn't see the footage exactly, but I saw the article.
Yeah,
Let's
the
be
footage
real.
was crazy. I seen the footage.
India got hella people going to like top universities all over the world, learning all types of shit, like going back home and being like bosses out there with like education. Them niggas they're going crazy with their education.
Yeah, and then
So it don't faze me that these niggas did all that, bro.
Yeah.
and
They
it's
still calling a nigga phone though.
It's so
There's
crazy.
Still some niggas that ain't got no education.
Yeah,
they
they
probably
tell
got the education,
Yeah.
but they like fuck it. I'm gonna call Jaffar every day.
Yeah.
They're trying to fucking tell me they work for Microsoft.
So
we don't believe you.
So So if they, I think they landed in a part of the moon where nobody else landed, obviously, but it looks so crazy because it has footage of the shit landing on the moon, and they took hella pictures of the rover just taking pictures, like new pictures of the moon.
Was
That
the
shit is
footage
crazy.
like HD?
Yeah, some fucking crazy. So I'm watching on my TV 4K.
Yeah.
So that shit look crazy already. I'm like, what
I
the
bet.
fuck?
Yeah.
I was like, damn, what the hell? Because that shit
Do you
came out of
think?
nowhere.
Do you think they'll ever go to where supposedly America landed with
Or
their
the
rover?
pole.
What?
Do you think they can reach how big is the moon? The moon is huge as shit, right?
It's pretty big, yeah.
Yeah, the moon is pretty big.
Yeah, it's gonna take them a long time then if try to figure where the fuck that. Because where do they even know where that fucking flag was placed?
I mean,
Do they have like a marker where like
They
if
have-
they're going back to the moon, they're like, you're gonna go back to where we placed the fucking flag.
yeah, they have the mathematics probably.
Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah, it's like some scientific
Supposedly we're going to the
engineering shit.
Supposedly we're going back to the moon, correct? They're doing a moon expedition soon.
They're trying to, but I don't believe it.
I mean, let's see. They say they're sending actual astronauts to this one. They're bringing back to the old times, which is like it's about damn time. Let's be honest.
But why was it such a big gap from when the first landed to
Because
now?
I don't believe they landed in the moon.
In the beginning, right?
I don't believe that.
Before we go into that,
I don't believe the moon landing.
Before we go into that, let me just explain I watched some shit about the moon landing shit when they were going to the moon a lot back in the day, and they said that was generating hella bread because so many like the Americans were so fascinated that they went to the moon.
That was an
And
entertainment.
then it got old. American people stopped giving a fuck about y'all going to the moon. Like y'all went to the moon a million times.
Yeah.
So NASA, I don't know, like something fell out with NASA. Their money wasn't going where it needed to go, or like they didn't have enough bread to start doing stuff because no one really cared about space after that. Y'all sending astronauts up there all the time.
Because that was an accomplishment already, though.
Yeah, it's like you land on the fucking moon. You keep going to the fucking moon with people. Like, what's next? So they kind of scrapped that idea, started building other shit, trying to go. That's why the whole rover situation.
Yeah.
They're
Now
always
they're
trying to
trying to
add
go to
new
Mars.
shit. Yeah, niggas going to Mars. I'm definitely. I'm cool on space. I never go to space. But yeah,
But
what were you saying about you don't believe them?
I don't believe it because that. First of all, what you said to me doesn't make any fucking sense because them people are stupid. Like why? Why would you? Oh yeah, just keep going to the moon. It's boring. No, you keep going to the moon. If you know you could go to someplace, and then why would you stop going? Why wouldn't you start building over there?
Yeah.
Especially if it's a whole nother fucking atmosphere.
But that's kind of a stretch too, because if you think about like you're talking about going to a place that's unknown and building, like you don't know what the fuck you gonna build, you know how to build stuff. Now you got to figure out, you got to be here, figure out what to build, how to build it, go back over there, build it, come back, figure out more like that shit. Maybe they do shit like that. We don't know.
No, of course they're doing that. We're not gonna know. They're not gonna tell us everything.
Yeah, but
there's another side to it that people talk about. They say that they did go, well, they landed on the moon, but they say they saw something or something happened where they stopped the exploration of going to the moon again.
I've heard that as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like what's his name when you heard the Dawn on the moon?
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
Do you believe that?
Yeah, I believe that.
Yeah. I'm trying to believe it, but I can't believe it because I don't believe them niggas really went to the moon. I believe in the Dawn part. You'll probably hear it out there in the moon.
That'll
But
be crazy.
I don't believe that they actually went to the moon.
Damn, pray salah in zero gravity? Or
I don't believe that they went
There's
to
a
the moon.
thing that I saw. It was like a hadith about Prophet Muhammad peace be upon him, about him when he ascended to heaven.
The mirage.
Yeah, and then because there was a thing he had to go through space.
Yeah,
and you know, back in the day, again, like people were saying, like if they call, you know, like they trying to say, like, you know, some people try to refute Islam and stuff and be like, oh, Prophet Muhammad wasn't real, whatever, and didn't know. But this dude, stuff along this dude, Prophet Muhammad, he predicted and talked about how when he went through space, he heard like the sound, like the sound, this certain sound, and I forgot how they described it, but now like they listen to outer space. And outer space does have that sound. It has that sound. Yeah, it's exactly what he sound, but it's like a wave sound. I forgot. There was of course, YouTube videos. God bless the Dawah channels. They teaching niggas about Islam, but they talked about that, about like just why would you want to go to? I would not want to go to space, my nigga. I'm sorry. If space is not meant for us to live.
First of all, one of them videos caught me off guard.
Which one?
They was like, "Oh, this is how space actually sounds," and I'm like, "Damn, I'm ready to hear this." And it was like,
nothing.
like, oh, nigga. No, it's a random weird voice. I was like, oh cool, nigga.
You sound.
You know which one kills me? There's one that got me too. One time on Instagram, and then the thing that popped up, I forgot what it was too, but the thing that popped up was the Indian nigga, fuck you, bitch.
Fuck you, bitch. Them videos be killing me, bro. Because I invested my shit in it. I'm investing in my life. Let him, damn.
Whoever makes
I want to hear how space sounds like. Nigga. I'm like, oh, this nigga got me.
You know what's crazy? They had an article recently that came out. They said that, you know how they always communicate in deep space? Yeah. They said they got something back recently and they're going to communicate with whatever the wave was.
Man, I'm telling you, if y'all saw that stupid that cork thingy about the aliens, that nigga was talking about, or it wasn't him, but some other nigga that was talking about that nigga on YouTube. They're breaking that shit down, and he was talking about 2027. There's gonna be supposedly aliens are gonna show themselves to humanity, so they're getting Americans prepared. They're getting us prepared for like, oh yeah, we do have contact. Yeah, we do have UFOs. Yeah, but this is real. This is going on.
But we've been knew that.
Yeah. Like, what was the craziest? The one they talked about, the Vegas landing. You hear about that one?
The Vegas landing?
Yeah, something happened where like a UFO popped up in Vegas. I don't know the exact area in Nevada or something.
Why they like going to Vegas? They love going to the desert. I don't know why. They're always at the desert, man.
Because they do.
Come to South Central.
But they said this was like in a metropolitan area where
actual people
were there.
I wonder how. I really want to. I can't wait to see aliens.
Oh, the junkyard.
How do you think aliens are gonna look? You think they're gonna look for what we've seen in movies, or they're gonna look totally different?
I think they're gonna look. I think personally, I think they're gonna look like how they look in movies.
Oh, all that.
You know why? You know why? You know why? Because where the fuck these ideas come from how they look like?
Yeah, true.
Who the fuck thought about that shit? Somebody must have seen something just to visualize like that, to put that on paper.
Like
I don't think somebody came with that. Though,
exactly. Like what else can we figure out like an alien? What do you think?
Have you seen what was the movie Prometheus? Did you see that one?
No, I don't think I've seen it.
That was the prequel to Aliens. These were the aliens that were.
That shit sounded like a Bible movie for a second. Me and Ahmad were like, nah.
Prometheus 57.
But they had like humanoid looking aliens that the aliens were fighting against. It looked like humans, but you could tell they're not humans.
Yeah.
They said that might be how.
So how terrifying would an alien be though? If these niggas haven't come around and destroyed us and fucked up the fucking Earth already, maybe they'd be cool. Maybe they might just be chilling.
To be honest with you,
I wouldn't doubt it.
Yo, to be honest,
just pull up these niggas smoking weed too.
I'm not worried. I'm worried about a jinn more than an alien. Yeah, or could it be the same thing?
But I don't know, because I believe I think because they live in our world, right?
Yeah, spirits. Yeah,
so aliens are not spiritual. They're not
spiritual. They're physical. Physical.
We don't live in their world. They live in our world, right? Like we can't see. They can see us, but we can't see them. So they're in this world with us, but we just don't live in their world.
Yeah.
But an alien is a part of our world. Like we can see this motherfucker. So that's what I'm saying.
Wait. So we don't live in their world.
Yeah.
What world they live in?
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I don't know the realm. They live in our realm, but in a different realm.
Different like dimension type of
thing. A different dimension. Yeah, that's
type shit. I can't really explain it either. I'm not gonna hold you. I'm gonna butcher. It's gonna be the Muslim niggas on my head. Like this brother here does not know about Islam, and he's talking about
about a jinn.
Like that, man.
About living in a different realm.
Yeah.
But when
I don't know what the fuck.
But when the Prophet, peace be upon him, when he seen the jinn, he was on earth, and the jinn exposed himself.
But that's different. He exposed himself.
Yeah, but he was from a different realm.
No, you didn't hear what I said. I said the jinns can see us. Yeah. We can't see them.
So they could see us from a different realm. I don't get
wherever they're in. They're in.
They're
in the unseen.
So
it's the unseen.
But they're unseen to us.
They walk among us.
They walk among us. We can't see.
Yeah, we can't see.
But they're here.
Yeah.
So we're in the same realm though, technically, right?
True.
Yeah.
Because when they say, "Well, you go in the bathroom," it's a jinn in the bathroom.
Yeah, that's true. They're saying
we're in the same realm though, or do they come out of their realm to come in?
I don't know, man.
To our realm while we go in the bathroom or something. But then my mom says that jinn is on trees.
Yeah.
So.
They definitely live there, because even if you go to the masjid, there's jinns there.
Yeah.
And
praying,
and you can see them.
Yeah.
Most people will see them.
Yeah.
And
I guess you have to be that like I think certain people have like some type of I don't know if you call it a gift, honestly, but some type of like a feeling where they can see shit and feel shit, and then again, those people are, I don't know what the hell, how you get that. I ain't trying to be one of those people, to be honest with you. I'm chill, I'm cool on this side.
You ain't trying to be one of them people? Have you ever heard of jinn? I've heard of jinn.
No, alhamdulillah, I haven't.
I've heard him.
How does it sound?
Huh?
What would they say?
Okay, so one time this jinn, I don't know, it was attacking me when I was sleeping.
Yeah.
So the jinn said something. So this jinn he said, it was speaking Swahili. Oh. It wasn't speaking English.
Yeah.
And it was like, "Oh, I'm coming to get you. I'm gonna get you."
Yeah.
That's all I kept hearing in Swahili.
It's terrifying.
And I couldn't move, and I couldn't, and it just felt like something was on top of me.
Yeah.
Stopping me from moving. And all I heard, and I couldn't open my eyes, and all I heard was that voice.
Yeah.
And it was like aggressive, like really aggressive, like almost like in a demonic way.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then I snapped out of it because my mom came in the room.
Yeah.
And I snapped out of it.
But I'm starting Jinn.
Yeah. So I've heard of jinn before.
Yeah. That's crazy.
I heard of jinn in another way. I heard of jinn in another way.
Yeah.
So when I was in prison, like it was the same thing, kind of almost the same thing, but this time it wasn't a voice like telling me like or something. It was like a loud ass ringing in my ear, going back and forth like vroom, vroom, and I couldn't move. And I'm trying to and I already knew it was like the same thing, but it wasn't a voice. It was like,
no, you felt like sleep paralysis.
But this is the thing about it.
Yeah,
I knew it, and I broke out of it when I said, "A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim."
Yeah,
as soon as I said that I couldn't say it, but I was like thinking of it.
Yeah.
I couldn't.
There's a name for that jinn that comes to you while you're sleeping. I forgot the name of that jinn, but
I don't know.
Let's not remember it either.
Nah, you have to remember because it's something like, oh, you can't talk about it. It's something like you have. It's there. You have to talk about it because.
But you say that, but then on the other side, other people say that you don't bother.
But
with
it's
the
fear.
names.
No, but it's fear though.
You don't say the names because you don't bring that towards you. It's like law of attraction.
But it's.
You don't
the
like
names. I don't know. I don't know about the names, but
you gotta respect that it's there.
No, 100%.
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying. Even like again, niggas is praying.
Yeah.
As long as you're like, even if you're not like, if you're still out here, at least remembering Allah and understanding what things is. Like we have the power of alhamdulillah of the Quran.
Yeah.
Alhamdulillah, that's nigga. I can play Surat An-Nas right now, and it's the fastest ability ever. I can just put it on my phone, put it on my TV, tell Alexa, play Surat An-Nas. Boom, Surat An-Nas playing, and any type of weird negative energy, and it works. It clears out.
So that jinn was in my cell when I was in prison.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I knew it was a jinn because when that happened to me the next night, it happened to my cellmate.
Yeah.
And he was in the Muslim.
And he probably felt it longer.
He was in the Muslim and he felt it longer, and I heard it.
Yeah.
While I was reading the Quran.
Yeah.
In the bottom cell reading the Quran, and this dude is up there spazzing out, going crazy, like, ooh.
Yeah.
And then I stood up and sat back down for a minute.
Yeah.
This is how long it was going for, bro. I stood up and looked at him, and I sat back down, and it just felt weird.
Yeah.
And then I closed my Quran, and I literally went to that dude's ear and said, "A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajeem."
Yeah.
And when I said that in his ear, like I'm close to the microphone, the dude got up like that.
Yeah.
From screaming. As soon as I said that, and I sat back down. I sat back down, and he was like, somebody was trying to grab me and pull me. He's like, somebody was grabbing me and pulling me. He's like, why you ain't help me? I'm like, nigga, I didn't see nobody, nigga. He's like, what did you do?
Yeah.
And I told him straight up, it was a jinn.
Yeah, people talk
attacking you.
People always talk about like jinns and stuff. You gotta remember, it's also a creation of Allah.
Yeah, 100%. So it's just a creation of Allah. And then the same thing about it. My cellmate, the dude, his stepfather was Muslim. Oh. So he was introduced to Islam.
Yeah,
he knew he went to madrasa and everything when he was a little kid, but his mom was Christian.
Oh. Okay.
So he knew about the jinns too. Yeah. When I told him, and you know what he did after that?
What?
Guess.
Started reading the Quran.
The nigga went in there and grabbed the Bible and sat there. So reading the Bible, and I'm looking at, and then I'm looking at this nigga like, are you serious? I was like, oh yeah.
The jinn was like, perfect. I'm gonna get this nigga tonight.
Yo, I was like, yo, this is the wrong book, my nigga.
Yeah. I think you picked up the wrong book.
Hell yeah, fucking get the Bible.
That nigga was spooked, bro. He was spooked. He was scared more than me because I knew.
It's terrifying.
And then it's terrifying. Sorry, and then this was in the middle of Ramadan.
Yeah, that shit is wild, bro. I mean, if you think
that's
about
how crazy it was.
No one knows. Okay, people that are not Muslim, maybe even like Christian people, I don't know what's in their religion. I don't know about Jews or anybody else. You know, some people out here talk about spirituality. There's people that do like the Santeria that have a different connection to spirituality.
See, that's how you disrespect a jinn.
By doing stuff like
like that. Because you're asking for their assistance, or
you're worshiping them.
You're worshiping, abusing their power.
Yeah.
But then that's what I'm saying. Most people don't think of it as that. As Muslims, we believe of the jinn because we understand what Allah's creation is.
Yeah.
Most people don't understand the form of a jinn. In their minds, it's either angels or demons. You know, obviously we have angels, and even I think in Christianity, not all angels are good. I believe, right?
Yeah.
There's some angels that are bad, but in Islam,
the fallen angels.
Yeah, every angel is perfect because Allah made them perfect and made them to serve Him. So all the jinn or whatever, they're not really demons.
Yeah, we
can't say that that's what they are.
Not, but they
don't fall under that line. But most people, when they think of religion, they go straight to what Christianity says.
Like even when they talk about the aspect of like the devil was a fallen angel. Like he was never an angel.
Yeah,
he was a jinn.
Yeah,
basically.
Yeah,
that's what he was.
Yeah, and
he was never a fallen angel.
Okay, okay. I'm gonna tell you told your story. I'm gonna tell my story of I'm not gonna burn out the aunt, but you know the aunt Ahmad. I'm pretty sure Bashir, you've heard the story already.
Oh
yeah. This African aunt of ours. We were in Oxnard where some of our family stays, right? And just to break down the scene, nobody really knows our family, so I can talk about this, right? One side of the family is like it's one of my aunts who's not really a blood aunt. She's like an African aunt, you know.
Yeah.
You from Kenya? You're my aunt. You know. Fuck it. You're from Tanzania? You're my aunt. Hey, you're from India? You're my aunt. You know. Oh, you're from Somalia?
Yeah.
You're another person. But anyways, she got married to a white dude that lives out in Oxnard. Mashallah, very nice dude, respectable ass guy. I love this dude. And his mom passed away.
Yeah.
So my aunt, like the African community, low key, is very close at that time. My mom would go out to all the little African functions, and that other aunt came to the funeral for my aunt's mother-in-law.
Yeah.
Right. Again, white lady. Half of the funeral is white. The other half is a bunch of African people. Right. The African people, they're late. They came late. White people already there, filled up their side.
Yeah.
Segregation all the way. No, they just came and sat down. Everybody's chilling. And then my aunt's mother-in-law's up there. And then the other aunt, who is, my mom told me, is possessed by a jinn. She goes up there and she looks at the body, and out of nowhere, her hands, I'm talking about full fingers, just just go back like some movie shit, bro.
Yeah.
And I was like, me, Salim, literally all the white people got up and started running. It was no white people after she did that. And she's like, she started like spazzing, bro. All my aunts went and grabbed her, and then man, it was like a Muslim Avenger of aunties, nigga. They got the scarves over her. They're praying on her. They're doing all types of some different prayers. You just hear prayers going on. All the white people just nervous and shit. And then after that, right, she calmed down and everything. I don't know what the fuck happened. You know, that's what my mom was telling me. She's like, yo, she's possessed. She got something in her. She got a jinn in her. But just, it's okay. Everything's gonna be okay. Just say this. Say Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Say Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. And then she was driving us back to LA from Oxnard. Yeah. Hey, bro, she was going like 100, bro. Damn.
Yeah, I don't suck for we're gonna say speed demon.
Oh, speed demon? Oh god damn.
She's a speed demon for sure.
Damn.
Speed demon.
Speed demon.
Definition of it, bro. She was dipping. And the whole time she's looking back and like talking shit to us. Yeah. She's talking shit. Who was in the car? Ahmad, were you in the car at that time? Remember that time we drove back from Arsenal, but she's dipping 100. She's in the back, like going crazy. Yeah. Who was it?
I don't think I was there.
I think it was Bashir. Bashir, you know her.
I was.
Yeah, I met her.
Bro, when she met Bashir, her jinn was like, hey, this nigga, I don't like this nigga, Indian nigga. And my mom was like, what's wrong with you? Do you remember that?
Yeah.
She was passing out on Bashir, Ahmad.
No.
I swear to God, there was a day Bashir came to the house and I'm about to say, hey.
I wasn't there.
I know, but Bashir came through. She saw Bashir, bro. She was, I don't know what it was, bro. She just started spazzing on Bashir. We're all telling Bashir, like, yeah, that's her. We're letting him know, like, yeah, she possessed, nigga. Just don't talk to her. Come over here, my nigga. And Bashir, mashallah, polite as hell, you know, just being quiet. And the whole time she's like, hey, Indian. She said something about Indian boy or something. Yeah. She was yelling at you. And my mom was like, hey, don't do that. Don't talk to Bashir like that. Everyone's telling her to relax. And her face just like crazy. I'm sorry, Bush, to bring up that scary moment. There's an auntie. I'm gonna block out the name anyway, but yes. I was trying to name out nobody's names, nigga.
Oh, you know what's so crazy? You talking about a whole different situation. It's a situation when mama was looking for me and I was in Hollywood. And she came with auntie. And mama was
stop saying her name. We don't want to
oh, my bad. And
you're good.
Yeah. And then she kept trying to convince me to get in the car. And I'm like, nah, I'm cool. I'm not trying to go home. And then she came, nigga, she like screamed at me in a demonic voice. Like, oh, her whole shit changed. Yeah, bro. She was like, get in the car. I was like, all right.
Well, she unleashed a little bit of that on Bush.
Yo, she unleashed that on me. Yeah. And I was scared. I'm like, what the fuck? She grabbed me and put me in the car. Yeah. And the whole time she was driving fast in the car, smoking a cigarette, looking at me like
scary, bro.
And not even pay. And I'm like, why we watching the road? I'm like, what the fuck? And she just going crazy and I'm like, what the fuck? She just looked, she was totally different. Yeah. And then she dropped me off at home and I was like, what the fuck? Yeah, I stayed at home for a minute and I went back to the streets, nigga.
Yeah, she's a very sweet lady, and it's like you can't. I'm not sure how other people when they hear shit like that. Like we've all. I mean, Bush, you tell yours because I believe Bush. I'm pretty sure you have one as well. But I think everybody that's around us has at least a story.
A Jinn story?
Yeah, obviously. Regardless of what people think out there, and if they don't believe it, everybody around me has had an experience where it was not normal. But go ahead, Bush.
Yeah, I've seen a Jinn.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I've seen a Jinn.
Oh shit.
It's got deep right now.
Yeah, real deep. Oh shit.
Yeah, I've seen a Jinn when I used to live in 3rd and Kenmore. It was like late night, 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning. We were outside just in the chair or the seat, just chilling. And I don't know, it was dark. And there was a light above us that if someone passed through that light, they could see a shadow where we're looking at. So there was a big ass shadow that popped out of nowhere in the corner, but it didn't look. It had like a human figure, but not like hands and stuff, but just a tall figure. That a shadow just started forming in the corner of the apartment where we're sitting, and out of nowhere we looked up where the light was shining. No one passed by there. There's no one, nothing there. So that figure started slowly moving against the wall, and it kept going, We kept looking up. There's no shadow there. There's no one up there that could produce that shadow. And it kept going. Then it stopped at one of the apartment buildings and it just disappeared.
Damn, that's fucking sick.
Yeah, when we saw that, bro, right when we saw it, me and my friend just dipped out, gotten back, exited the back of the apartment and just dipped out to the main street. I'm in the middle of the street. Like, damn, bro, did you see that? I'm like, yeah, I saw that too. And that's how, like, damn, it took us a minute just to get back. Cause I have to go back to the apartment and the apartment
He's like, I don't want to go back.
Yeah,
to
the Jinn that stopped was in the next one, the next room over. But crazier than that, I didn't see a Jinn. But do you remember the hotels next to Shadow Park, where all the 18-streeters used to live in? It was the one where the school is now.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah, where they moved next to the Ralph, to the little school in between that that hill.
So for a minute, that was abandoned for a long time.
I remember that. Yeah.
So one time, my dumbass went in there with some other guy because I guess he was looking for his homie. His homie was a tweaker, and all the tweakers used to hang out in there.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So we went in there, bro.
Niggas were skating there too, right?
Yeah, they were skating. The whole place was abandoned. It was a big ass hotel.
I remember because I used to always pass by there. There's always like a bunch of motherfuckers in there going crazy on skate. So
at one time we went there around 11, 10 o'clock looking for this guy. I'm like, all right, come, I'll help you. Then we went to one of the hallways of the hotel, bro. The energy you feel. Like I was a bit like, it was crazy.
It was real.
Yeah, you feel that energy.
The energy is dense.
Yeah, you can feel the energy.
The energy is so dense. I don't know how many people passed out or like died in there.
Yeah.
But the energy was dense, and the whole time I was just saying Ayatul Kursi, just walking down there trying to look for the spread. We couldn't find him. But the energy there, I'm like, bro.
Yeah.
When they talk about energy, I'm like, yeah, I felt that. Like,
when you feel the energy, the energy feels weird. It just feels like nothing else.
Yeah. But after that, I never had experience like that.
Yeah, see?
Well, I can't say, well, I don't know, man, because I feel jinns. I could feel them.
Yeah.
It's a horrible thing to feel,
I could feel it, but but then, but people forget, like, in Islam, we believe, like, jinns are the cause of us human beings going into depression, being angry, lashing out at people. All that comes from like jinns, so it's always jinns around us, because we're human beings. We're not flawless. We're always going to have that. We're always going to argue with each other, with our mothers, with everybody, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I don't think jinns are like something taboo. You can't talk about it.
No, I feel you. You know what it is? I think the stigma is when we were younger of like so many people like downing, like, just scaring the fuck out of you with it. They're not really like informing you like, hey, this is what it is, and like teaching you. It's more of horror stories. All of them is like, oh my God, this happened, is fucked up. You better pray. You better be on your deen. You better do this, because if you don't, this is gonna happen. And so it'll terrify you. Even as an adult, when you grow up, you think about it as like you're not really scared. Yeah. But still, like you at the same time, you feel like, oh shit, like all them stories must be real, bro. Like,
but they're not even stories. But if you read hadiths and stuff like this,
I'm talking about all over, like personal people, like people like that actual tell you stuff.
They tell you stuff personally.
Yeah, they're like, oh, I experienced like Bush. Like I said, everybody has a story, and you hear everybody else's story if somebody's seen something.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm not as scared as I used to be. But I ain't gonna hold you, niggas still a little scared, bro. I'm definitely hitting Ayatul Kursi. I'm definitely playing Surah Nas.
But what are you scared of though?
Of just the unknown of like
evilness. This is the thing. But it's not evil. But this is the thing. You don't know what's evil and what's not.
Yeah.
You don't know what's evil and what's not.
Of course, but I don't want to experience it at all.
What are you talking about?
That's what I mean. Like I don't care if it's good or bad. I just don't want to experience it. I don't want that energy. I don't want to feel the density, man. All right, I don't want to go in that area and feel the dense area. I'm trying to live comfortably, alhamdulillah. I'm trying to be around angels, man. You know what I do?
No, there's nothing wrong. I'm not saying it's something wrong.
I'm just saying what I'm doing. I don't want to be around the
but the crazy, like, to touch up on my story, the time that I did see the figure was like probably when I was doing bad shit. When I was like out with friends and just like not coming home at like a long time. And that was like
being a goon.
Yeah, being a goon, being young. And when seeing shit like that, it definitely changes your perspective.
Like, I don't want to do this shit no more.
I'm like, nah, I can get back on my path.
On everything.
Yeah, exactly. You can't go back to be doing some fucking shit that you don't want to be doing anymore.
Speaking on that, we were talking about last time, I low-key wanted to go back around to it, was weed. Being a pot smoker and being a Muslim and being haram. Again, the consensus will always say that it's haram. So, and then the biggest thing about Islam, they always talk about no bid'ah, right? Like you can't add no new information. How the religion is set, it's set. So, but at the same time, I've heard a side where it says that if you need it for medical usage. You know, like if you need it medically, it could not. It's probably it's good for you. I think it was one of the brothers that gave me was telling me a hadith about it or something about if you're using it medically, like if you actually need it.
Who's to tell? Who's to tell who actually needs it and who doesn't need it?
That's where the conversation.
That's what I'm saying. I'm talking about physically and mentally and spiritually. Like, how would you even know? Like this, sometimes you might be thinking, oh, this person just smoking weed, or you smoking weed, just smoke weed. How about if this just calming him down? You know?
Yeah.
How about if he has a disorder? You never know with people. Like even if it's something that you can't even diagnose like yourself.
Yeah, but there, you know what it is?
Go to the doctor.
Because there's people that fucking abuse it. The people that just abuse it.
But what's abusing though? How can you abuse something that?
There's people that smoke weed and don't do nothing, Ahmad. There are people like be getting high and just be like real bum ass niggas. Like they live under somebody else's house. Like they always asking for money, but they always got weed and they just be doing nothing. That's the niggas I'm talking about. I'm talking about niggas that are like doing nothing.
Yeah,
there's people that smoke weed and do a lot.
But there's people like that don't even smoke weed. So
true, but that's probably a lie. They probably just telling people they don't, but they definitely smoking weed. Nigga. That's why they do nothing because they high all day
in the basement smoking.
You know, but you know a funny story though. There used to be a brother at the mosque. I ain't gonna air the brother out. Rest in peace. I think brother passed already. The older brother, Bush, you know him. The nigga used to. I think I'm not sure if you ever caught it with me, Bush, but we used to go pray at the. We were at the mosque when we were younger and be like there all day playing basketball. We'd go into, you know where Shadow Park is?
Older brother?
Yeah, the older brother.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
At the bus stop, right next to the Sizzlers with a joint at the bus stop. He'll go pray, bucket him, and then go out there and start smoking his joint. And we pass by, he'd be like, Assalamu alaikum, and he put his head back.
Oh, man. He passed away?
I believe he did.
Damn, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I thought you were talking about somebody else.
Yeah.
I know who.
There's two brothers. They used to be like, they used to come together. The other brother's still alive. He has a
and grandson. I know, and the same situation happened with me with both of them. Like how you talking about?
He was smoking with him.
Yeah.
That nigga was out there. But you know what's funny? The one thing I laughed at was he hit the weed and we were like, Assalamu alaikum. You know, his hand went back slowly. Like we really caught him. He was like, oh, alaikum salam.
So so him.
We caught you.
Oh yeah, him. Yeah, him.
Weed.
So him. Yeah, I remember him. Then the other brother. He's the first nigga I seen smoke. The nigga pulled out a fucking turkey bone. He's like, you got to smoke this from a turkey bone. I'm like, I thought this nigga was bullshitting. Like it was gonna be like a bong shaped turkey. Nigga, it was an actual turkey bone. Nigga, I was like, this nigga smoking a turkey bone.
Yo, did that change the experience? How does that?
Yo, it didn't even. Yo, the experience was already crazy because it was after Juma.
Yeah,
and we went to a place like the the poultry, the chicken poultry place.
Oh yeah, on Virgil.
Yeah, exactly. Right there next, and then upstairs. We went upstairs, and it was like hella chickens, nigga, in the room. It was live chickens in the bathroom, nigga. It was crazy.
And the fuck, do you know I went there too, Ahmad?
You went there too? It's crazy, nigga. That's what I'm saying. Do you know what I'm saying?
Let me tell you this story real quick, bro. I took one of the brothers. He was moving into that apartment.
Yeah.
He asked me to help him move his shit into the apartment.
Yeah.
I'm like, for sure, let's do it really fast. I took the nigga down there in the Ford Explorer. Nigga, you have to explore, throw everything in the Explorer. Gun down there. He's like, yeah, put this stuff upstairs, bro. It's flies everywhere up there. Yeah. Did you see the flies? It's a real butcher downstairs. Like, they got live chickens.
Yeah.
It's fucking everywhere. Hella flies everywhere. I walk into the room, I'm like, God, at least so many flies. And then I asked the nigga, can I use the restroom? He's like, yeah, the bathroom's right there. Yeah. Hey, I go use the bathroom. I'm peeing. It's like 30 chickens in the tub. 30. Yeah, nigga, chickens just in there like, oh, I'm fucked up. And then one came out, and that nigga beeline straight to me. I'm like, oh shit, like this nigga's coming out with his claws and shit, bro. Oh, I ran the fuck out of that bathroom, and he's like, oh, I forgot to tell you, there's chickens inside there.
They told me too late.
Nigga, them roosters. Them niggas ain't chickens. Them roosters in there, nigga. Them niggas was ready to go.
And them niggas was smoking out of fucking turkey bones. That shit was a whole fucked up scenario right there. I was high as hell. Then the nigga, and then the homie offered me a job to butcher, to cut the chicken's head off. I'm like, I'm cool, bro. I'm cool.
I know exactly what you're talking about too.
Yeah, I'm cool. I can't do it.
It's a historical spot though, low-key. Niggas been doing that shit for years. They still open. A lot of places in LA closed down after the pandemic.
Yeah.
A lot of my favorite places, and sometimes it feels good when I drive around the places we grew up in. I'm like, damn, I still see the spots that like a nigga's gone to since I was a youngster, you know. Even like shit, I go to gyms sometimes just because it reminds me of like the back in the day, nigga, nostalgia. Like
True.
A bitch. But yeah,
they
weed
food,
in Islam though.
Yeah, their food's good.
Yeah. We can't say nothing about that, to be honest. Niggas just gonna be on potheads, to be real. At the end of the day, one day we just gotta either follow it or we don't, you know.
Follow what? Weed?
Nah, follow the guidelines of not smoking weed or don't follow it.
Man, I cannot smoke weed.
Yeah, we just gotta ask Allah for forgiveness.
Not smoke weed.
But would edibles be permissible?
Probably not, because again, it's they always like, man. You know what's weird though? It's like, again, I'm not trying to add nothing to Islam, but it's like, bruh, this is like, I guess they said that. I mean, I'm not even gonna say it. We can have Muslim niggas on my head because I don't know what the fuck.
Because weed, I'm talking about weed is like, it's always been a taboo with marijuana. With cannabis, it's always been a taboo in political sense, spiritual sense, and even cultural. It's always been frowned upon in certain cultures.
Yeah.
So it's always gonna be, but it's. I think the world is coming back around to realizing, man, it's just a plant. I mean, it's not gonna make you do anything that you were already gonna do in the first place, subconsciously. So I'm just thinking about people are just choosing it. It's like an scapegoat. They want to just blame.
Yeah, I feel. I'm just thinking about the spiritual aspect of it, like
because remember
religion, low key.
But because remember when they said, "Oh, marijuana is the gateway to other drugs."
Yeah, I mean that was like America trying to block marijuana.
I mean, even other.
They didn't know how to sell it. That's why they didn't know how to make that shit like just for them.
Man, how can they not know how to sell something what everybody wants?
No, I'm just saying they didn't know how to make it just for them. Like it's not like it's okay. That's why it was illegal, because it was easy for everybody to get marijuana and everybody to sell it. If that now they figured out a way for them to only now if you look at all the marijuana stuff, it's not like how it used to be where you could just be a nigga, go buy a license and you have a bunch of pounds and set it.
I
now it's super strict. You have to pay taxes like this. You have to do this.
I honestly don't believe that. I honestly believe they knew they could have made a lot of money off the shit.
I know that. I mean,
they could have profited off the shit. I think it was just the value of the white America. You know, they consider this shit is a fucking drug. It's dope. You know, it's almost they compare it to fucking heroin. It's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, I heard that aspect, like, because black people were the ones that smoked marijuana.
That's what I'm saying. That's why they.
That shit is like is dope. It's evil.
Exactly.
Black people were smoking it,
and it wasn't the fucking because white people were smoking.
I believe that too.
too.
They probably went a white dude went to Jamaica and saw some Rastafarians, and he's like, "Holy, Jenny, let's get out of here. These black dudes are acting up. Yeah, they're smoking all that reefer."
Yeah, and then Tommy's smoking reefer too.
He's like, Tommy, put down the reefer, buddy. He's like, yeah, man. Yeah. He turned into, what's his name? Chet Hanks. Yeah, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
From the island. Like, nigga, your name is Chet Hanks.
You know, the crazy thing about speaking about like marijuana and like a person, how they are looked upon, even like the whole Bob Marley situation.
Yeah.
People discredit his achievement
because of marijuana.
Right? He's like, oh, if he didn't do marijuana, he would have been a higher.
It's stupid.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
So if he didn't do marijuana, they're saying, he did marijuana, it's a bad thing. But this nigga was getting high, this man making all this music.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And put a genre of music on a fucking plateau, like fucking highest level. It's fucking crazy. And they discredited him.
Yeah.
And he never won a Grammy.
This is the OnGOD Pod. We're signing out. Thank you if you stayed this long. This is not real soju, by the way. It's water in it. This nigga's drinking alcohol.
And the public thing is water.
If you stayed this long, thank you so much. Like, share, and subscribe. Tell us how we're doing down below. Comment, tell us what the fuck's going on. Talk shit. Say whatever you want to say. Be kind.
We need the interaction.
Yeah. Fuck with us. Subscribe to the channel. Look at our Instagram, our TikTok, and all the other socials. Our socials are going to be around somewhere.
Yeah.
I'm your boy Jaffar.
I'm your boy Bashir.
And this is Ahmad. And this is the OnGOD Pod.
OnGOD.
OnGOD.
Keep it easy. Have a good night, y'all.